Regarding Earth's magnetism, a vector needs three quantities for its specification. Name the three independent quantities conventionally used to specify Earth's magnetic field. So, see, three quantities are: first, magnetic declination, angle of dip, and horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So, these are quantities independent conventionally used for specifying Earth's magnetic field. Now second question, the angle of dip at a location in southern India is about 18 degree. Would you expect a greater or smaller dip angle in Britain? So the angle of dip at a point depends on how far the point is located with respect to the North Pole or South Pole. So angle of dip indicates that that point is located with respect to North Pole and South Pole. So the angle of dip would be greater in Britain than in southern India because the location of Britain on the globe is closer to the magnetic North Pole. So if some place is closer to magnetic North Pole, then that particular angle of dip will be greater. If it is farther than the North Pole, then angle of dip would be lesser value, right? Next question, if you made a map of magnetic field lines at Melbourne in Australia, would the lines seem to go into the ground or come out of the ground? So here it is hypothetically considered that huge bar magnet is deep inside Earth with its North Pole near to geographic South Pole and South Pole near to geographic North Pole. For example, see, if this is our Earth, right, and these are South Pole and these are North Pole. So that bar magnet, North Pole here and South Pole here. So Earth is behaving like a larger bar magnet. That is the question is indicates like that answer. Then next, yes, in which direction would a compass free to move in the vertical plane point to if located right on the geometric north or south pole? So see here, yes, if a compass is located on geographic north pole or south pole, the compass will be free to move horizontal plane while Earth's field is exactly vertical to the magnetic poles, right? In such case, compass can point in any direction. So see, if a compass located in geographic, see, if this is compass, it is located in geographic north pole and south pole, then the compass will be free to move in horizontal plane while Earth's field is exactly vertical to that magnetic poles. So vertical, see, I am not describing vertical because it is towards us, right? So in such case, the compass can point in any direction. The next, yes, the Earth's field, it is claimed roughly approximately the field due to dipole of magnetic moment is given. Located at center, check order of magnitude of this number in some way. So now see, magnetic moment is given m, radius of Earth we know. Now magnetic field strength, to find that we know that our Earth is spherical. So to find that formula is mu 0 m upon 4 pi r cube. So by putting all the values we will get that answer 0.3 Gauss. And the last question, that is, geologist claims that besides the main magnetic NS poles, there are several local poles on Earth's surface oriented in different directions. How is such a thing possible at all? So here, yes, there are several local poles on Earth's surface oriented in different directions. A magnetized mineral deposit is an example of local north-south pole.